I went in for an operation where they removed an ovarian cyst and the lining of the uterus, which gave them a part of the cervix as well. I thought I'd be back to normal within 2 weeks. I was sitting in hospital recovering from the operation, and the surgeon called me. I was been diagnosed with a form of HPV. My heart dropped. I thought, I'm way too young.
Cervical cancer deals with the cervix, which is basically a canal of the women's reproductive system. I am a 3-time cervical cancer survivor. In 2016, I was diagnosed for the first time. It was all very sudden. We consulted with our doctors and they felt the best course of treatment was a radical hysterectomy. Essentially, all of my reproductive organs had to go. As a woman, that was really difficult to deal with. I ended up finding out about my second diagnosis when I went to an emergency room in 2018. I had a major surgery. After recovering, I immediately started chemotherapy, immunotherapy, radiation. Early March of 2020, I was experiencing a lot of pain and had some unexplained bleeding. We decided that we had to remove everything in my pelvis/abdomen, and that includes your digestive system. Now that I have a urostomy and a colostomy, and that means that I excrete waste through bags and I don't do it the conventional way anymore.
My mum passed away of cervical cancer, so I'm shaving my head in memory of her.
My mum got diagnosed, I was like 16. The day I found out was probably the worst day ever.
It's really important to get the HPV vaccine, even though it doesn't prevent all of the strands that cause cervical cancer. I could have come into contact with worse strains and that's protected me from them. If it hadn't been caught now, with the type that it is, it can be very aggressive and very fast growing.
The PAP, or the smear test, is a test done for women. They take a specimen of tissue from your cervix to test it for any cancerous or abnormal cells. It's not painful, it's uncomfortable. Cervical cancer treatment has been dreadful for me. It has been very, very painful. Very, very invasive.
I'd much rather sit there for 5 minutes of uncomfortableness than however long of needles stuck in me like a pin cushion. Brave it. It's not nice, but if it can prevent you from a horrible disease.
Cancer doesn't discriminate. You can be in your 20s, you can be the most healthy, active person. If more people are educated about their health and how they can take control and help themselves, we can help prevent more people from experiencing cervical cancer. This is #OurStories. What's yours?